were?
San Diego.
Oh, okay.
San Diego.
The whale's vagina.
What?
That's what San Diego means. The whale's vagina.
I can't tell if that's a joke or not, but okay.
I trust
Okay.
Coco entirely.
Honestly, I'm here for it,
Yeah,
regardless.
I can see that.
Whether it's true or not, yes.
Yeah. It's
I guess
officially...
none of you have seen Anchorman. I'm sorry. 'cause
Oh.
That's absolutely
Oh,
not.
I haven't seen Anchorman in forever.
I have not seen it. I just
I've
know
never-
It's a
some
Ron
memes from it.
Burgundy thing. The whale's vagina. Sorry.
Gotcha. Well, on that note, welcome back, everybody. Last week was a disaster.
It really was.
Oh my God. I felt so bad for you.
I
Aurora.
was-
Yeah.
You could see the anxiety
So
and like your whole body was just like vibrating anxiety.
I
felt
was
so bad for you.
so angry. It was probably a good thing that we stopped because, like, just right before you going live and having that issue, so many things went wrong that
Yeah.
I was just like already like.
Yeah.
Drawn
Even if
ends
it
and
like
just angry.
fixed, it was like the session was already ruined.
Yeah,
at that
100%.
point.
So
yeah. I felt so bad for you.
It's fine. Let's just hope I remember everything we're gonna do because I haven't looked at my notes. Literally,
And we didn't
until right
talk at
now.
all as usual. So
Yes, it'll be fine. But
Oh, I
Anywho.
never caught up. Oops.
oh, that's okay. I'll do the what we can kind of remember, anyways.
The recap.
Stuff.
like,
The recap.
The recap.
It's been 2 weeks, but last time on Princess Apocalypse with the Ditherers
oh
of
my
Dismay.
God, SARS, I love you.
What?
walk that fucking porpoise.
God. Anyways, last time, our wonderful adventurers just had a good old time. They shopped for a bit, and then everything hit the fan, and shit hit the fan, and went crazy. They were seeing visions. They were seeing and hearing and feeling things that weren't there. They were blacking out because of one shot of whiskey. It totally wasn't the reason why, but we'll say it was. Amethyst and Joel went to a poor lady and that was sick and told them they can make it better and just made it worse. But maybe got some answers. Probably more questions than anything, but
No questions.
but that's fine.
When have we ever gotten answers in this campaign?
Plenty of times.
We've been in
I
it
don't
for
know
2
what-
years, and I have no idea what the fuck is going on still. So,
Well,
yay!
You have all the pieces. You just guys need to actually talk about what's happening because you guys just kind of go, it's fine. Let's keep on one step at a time. It's fine. But you guys all rendezvoused back up in the room that you guys had rented in Rosefall, with an addition of Andy, who questioned Atim, asking if he knew her, who he was. He seemingly was appearing in his dreams along with a woman that looked a lot like him but was slightly purple. Some archer that was teaching her archer, like different moments. Atim having no answers, and again, more questions. They kind of bonded. They had a little moment where they're like, I guess we're like step siblings, I guess. And you gave her like a little mini, like a figurine of Nimbus that she was kind of excited about, and left. And with the confusion and everything, seeing Joel seeing LaRock outside the inn, and dipped into that crowd really fast. Hopefully wasn't seen. And with Amdrus being at 3 points of exhaustion, passed the fuck out, you guys had heard the Black Earth Brigade members were knocking on each door, probably, as you guys kind of talked about as we were starting last session. We're kind of talking about it, and then we stopped the session. But they were probably looking for you. And you guys decided to have an early night. You guys, when they knocked on your door, thanks to a very high level invisibility and a very good stealth rules from everybody and a snoring Amdrus, they left you alone, assuming you guys had been passed out, which was partially true. And yeah, you guys had an early night. You guys hit that long rest, and you guys wake up fairly early in the morning, probably earlier than most. As SARS is trolling chat. Hi, SARS. I would like to say, I'm going to say, we unfortunately don't have a fire. He may show up later. We don't know, at a remote place. I feel like it's not going to happen. So because he has 3 points of exhaustion, guess going down to 2, we're going to say he is still asleep and needs to sleep for the time being. Unless you guys decide to go gung sho and start fighting things and need to wake him up, then you guys can choose to do that. But for the time being, we'll just say he's still passed the fuck out. So you guys do wake up in the morning. Some of you feeling fairly refreshed. I think everyone other than Amdrus just got rid of their exhaustion they got from their failed saving throws of, headaches and stuff. They're exhausting. And I ask, what are we doing? What's the plan?
Amethyst would like to leave the room.
Oh, right. Yes.
We're
starting to do this. I was gonna
Yeah.
turn down this music. It's rough and loud.
I'm assuming we're sharing a room.
Yeah, everyone just passed
We're
out in
all
the
in
one
one,
room,
yeah.
kind of
Yeah, we had
hiding,
a slumber
okay.
party.
Never mind.
hiding in
We're in the
Atim
one room
and
to
Amdrus's
shoot from all.
yeah. Figured it was better to hide and sleep. So Amethyst, you get up.
I'm going to cast invisibility on myself,
Okay.
and I'm going to make my way back over to Lenora's.
Making my way. Okay.
Lenora?
Leorna.
Leorna. I
Leorna.
always put the R in the wrong place. I am so sorry I've started this.
That's good.
I'm going to Mummy Milkers.
No.
Yep, there you go.
Nope.
There you go.
Nope. I am actively denying this. So yeah, you can head out, and you guys are again. You guys are all in at
Wait, do you
teams.
tell anybody this?
Or do you just kind of? Would you wake up early and not tell anybody and just disappear?
I kind of want to, yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Just for the sake of it, make a stealth check.
Stealth, let's go. +1, let's go.
Come on, you got this.
That's a dirty 20.
Hey.
Hey, no one wakes up when you get up, so you kind of everyone just like passed out. I'm assuming as in a bundle, maybe not. Amdrus took the bed. That team probably took the other bed, and I assume the rest of you guys were just on a dog pile on the ground, or
I mean,
I don't know how much you guys could fit in the bed, but
I guess.
they're 2 single beds.
I'm over here picturing, over here picturing like king size.
Yeah, no. They're just little single beds. So Amethyst, you kind of have to like step over the dog pile of people, and then casting invisibility, you walk out. Again, being in Amdrus and Atim's, you guys are on the 2nd floor, kind of off the side, and it's only like a door down, and you can see the side door that leads outside, and you can slip on out. You can see that it is very early. The sun is like probably just starting to like warm the sky. It's not even like crest any horizon. I mean, you're surrounded by trees, so you can't even see it anyways, but you can just start to see those like oranges in the sky, and you start heading that way. Make another stealth check for me with advantage this time because you're invisible.
$16, let's go.
16. Okay. As you kind of step out, kind of as stealthily and quiet and unnoticeable as this door just kind of opens up and closes, hoping no one sees you're looking around, there's no one around. You were told that in the kind of tower tree, there's always somebody day in, day out watching. So you do know that there are at least eyes on the town. Even though it feels very kind of dead, and it's kind of nice. It's like a brisk cold air, morning air. And yeah, you can kind of head over. I'll say you kind of would know the direction. You were showed the direction, so it might take you a little longer, but like you get there.
That's why I wanted to go in the morning.
Yeah. What do you do as you kind of see this little house kind of pushed off into the
Is there any sign of life from within it? Like, does it sound like or seem like anyone's like moving around or up and about?
Make a perception check.
Can I have advantage and look into the windows because I'm invisible?
Sure. You will
Those
need
just ricochet off each other.
I will need another stealth check though as well if you're going up and looking into the window.
A 19. Is it just a
19
flat
perception.
stealth?
No, it's still advantage. You're still invisible.
11.
Okay, because as you're trying to like go around, you kind of stumble and they're kind of like you like hit your foot against a rock and it kind of tumbles and like bushes get kind of moved around and you make some noise trying to like shuffle around to a window you can like actually see something in. And you eventually make your way to the back. Not the quietest, but you are invisible, so if anyone looks in your way and you just kind of stop moving, you know, you're like, okay, cool, and you keep moving.
Okay.
Eventually you do make it to the kind of the back where you had knew one of the windows looked into the room that Lenora was. I was gonna say Eleanor there for a second. That wasn't even close to name. I don't know what is going on in my head. Lenora. Yeah. No. The name. What is the name? Why can't I never think of it? Leorna?
Leorna. Yes.
God, why am I
Oh,
so
like League.
Lee or nah. Lee or nah.
Lee or nah?
All right. I'm stupid. Sorry.
You're fine.
And you can kind of peek into the window, and they have the window open so that when the sun kind of comes in, it will kind of light up the room, and you can see Leorna. Took me a moment.
Yeah.
I had to think about it. Is asleep in the bed. You can see Kendrick is not there, but you do recognize a familiar figure kind of looking over her. It seems to be Glynon, the wood elf. They seem to be kind of looking, making sure everything is okay, that they're sleeping well. She's not like restrained anymore. And there doesn't seem to be any Black Earth brigades that you can see in this room as well, other than Glynon.
Okay. I would like to make my way back to the front door.
Okay. Make another stealth check.
Can I fly? I'm gonna fly in. Or no, wait, that
That
ruins
breaks-
it. Never
yeah.
mind. Fuck.
Like you can, but you'll be noticed. Did you still again have advantage?
13.
Okay. You kind of have to like shuffle back, but at least now you kind of know what to expect. But it's still
Yeah.
hard. There's like bushes everywhere, and it's very, very green and very. I mean, it's in the middle of a forest, so there's a lot of like flora and bushes and shrubs and everything. So it's hard to just not make noise in general. Hopefully it's fine. And you can make your way to the door.
And I will give it a couple of hearty knocking sounds with my rock fingies.
That's true.
Probably just sound like I picked up a rock and like banged it against the door.
Sure, you probably don't need to try very hard, and it's just like dong dong dong, really loud. All right. I assume, do you drop invisibility, or are you keeping it up?
Yes, no, I dropped
Okay.
it. Fuck.
Just open the
Oh,
door
I
and
forgot.
like they'll just be confused. You're like, hello.
Damn kids!
Yeah. There is a little bit of a wait, and you almost don't hear any footsteps walk up, and then you'll hear kind of the door unlock, and the door kind of creak open, and you'll see Kleinon actually answers the door. And you can see that they're kind of dark green eyes kind of peer out and kind of see you, and they look surprised. They look like they're about to expect like the guards or something, or or like something like that. And they kind of just like, oh, and they look down at you, and they just kind of go, good morning, Amethyst.
She goes beet red because they remembered their name.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting you to open the door. Good morning.
Kendrick. Good morning.
I wanted to apologize for yesterday. I was hoping to speak with Kendrick to formally apologize.
Yesterday was quite stressful on him, and little Andy, so I gave him a little bit of a sleeping drought. So, probably going to be sleeping late, hopefully.
In that case, I would like to pay for whatever services that you provided for them.
Oh. All right.
Just whatever it costs just to make up for it.
Well, it was kind of an emergency, so I wasn't going to charge too much. But a simple 2 gold will be fine.
I'll give them 3 instead.
Okay. And they kind of take it and just go, I will let them know
Please.
that it's paid for. Do you want me to tell them it's from you? Or do you want me to keep it from the town? I know he did not particularly seem
Do
to
you think-
like you after that.
Do you think it would help?
Damn kids.
Early morning. They just kind of go,
Damn, I didn't know Seth Rogen was in this town.
wow. They'll just kind of go, that I am not sure on. It might be better, but it also might start to heal the wound. At least a band-aid, if you know what I mean. A wrap, I guess they would say, because band-aids probably aren't a thing.
Bandage.
Bandage.
I
yeah, there we go.
genuinely thought I could help.
Look,
I wanted to help.
I'm sure. I do not know what you did. I only saw the very end when she went hysteric. So take this with a grain of salt. It did not look like you were trying to help. That's all.
I can show you if it helps.
They kind of give you a look and they just go, I think I'm okay.
I have an ability that can show memories.
Oh, that makes a bit more sense and is less concerning. But
Sorry.
No.
I also drank a little bit last night. It was a lot.
Fair.
I just... Sorry, he's in a board meeting.
Just see in the background. Yeah. You see, they just kind of like look around, just like kind of.
Fucking Seth Rogen, what are you doing here?
They push out a bit of the door and like close the door, so you guys are kind of both outside.
I also wanted to just apologize to you. I'm very embarrassed that you saw me in that state. Very embarrassed that you have to see me now, but I was also planning to stop by your shop today too to apologize, so I guess this is better.
Well, I feel like I'm not the right one you should be apologizing to. Goodbye, Coco. No.
No, hello,
fire.
fire.
Oh, it's fire.
I just saw everything shift, and I didn't see Coco for a second. Fire, I thought you weren't going to be here today.
Fire, you're muted.
You're also muted. Maybe
Fire
that's-
driving.
Maybe Fire's driving. Here, hold on.
Oh my god.
Oh, fine.
He's driving.
He's driving.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Fire, you're ruining my ultra romantic scene. How dare you? We were about to smooch.
Oh my god. Well, I don't know if that's gonna happen. But
I know.
hold on, fixing cameras because I didn't expect a fire to jump in. Oh god, as everything gets moved. Hold on. Things are being bitches. Sorry guys. Half of me and Penguin were the DM there for a second.
Ew.
And Zephyr is your horse painting.
I mean, that
Right.
works, honestly.
Okay, I don't know why.
Okay,
Okay,
bye.
nope.
Oh, bye.
Oh god. Swear. Hold on. Hold on. Nope, he's back. Okay, I don't know if he's gonna be staying or not. Child.
You have the other thing where if you click it, that no camera showing disappears.
Yes, but I
Yeah.
had it on before so that if he did join, then I wouldn't have to change cameras. Anyways, it was a
Oh.
whole thing. It's fine.
Oh,
We're fine. We're Gucci. Child.
that was almost a voice.
Still
Okay.
muted.
Sir?
I don't think you talking through your car is gonna go well for the stream.
Yeah.
For
Cannot
audio
hear you.
reasons, we hear 2 syllables.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay.
so
bye.
fire. Anyways, things are fixed, so if he jumps in now, it will just not mess up now. I fixed it, so it will be fine. Anyways,
Might have given up.
might
Yeah.
have given up.
oh,
Maybe he'll jump into chat. I don't know. Probably shouldn't be because he's driving.
I'll eat
But
watch on Twitch. Okay.
there we go. Where were we? What was happening?
They stepped out. I said I wanted to apologize to them.
Yes. They kind of just take a moment and just say, "Well, I don't really know if you should be apologizing to me. But thank you, I guess."
Look, I just know that I'm very weird in a lot of ways. And I'm not the smartest, but I try to do good.
Well, that's all we all can do, truly. But, and she kind of like, or they kind of look around for a moment to see if anybody is around. And they look back at you and just go, "Look, I am not one. I don't know you or your friends. And I am not the one to tell you who you should stick around and what you should do. But there has been some suspicion about a few of your party members that a few of my higher-ups noticed. I don't know if you know them well, and if they are truly who they are suspected to be, they are not necessarily friends to the Black Earth Brigade. They are deserters. Quite literally. So I'm telling you as a warning. They are looking for you and your group. They don't seem to necessarily know you, I don't think. I think it's more your colorful troop. They seem to stand out. So.
Yeah, they do. I guess I do too in my own weird way.
I did notice. Yes. I'm around people that wear rock for armor, so I'm, not.
What?
Yes, the guards, their armor is made out of stone.
That's amazing.
Yes, I obviously do not wear that. I don't have that kind of strength, but I don't question. We're all kind of weird in our own right.
That's true. Thank you for the warning.
Of course. Is there anything else?
I'm gonna take out more money because I feel really bad.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out 5 platinum.
Jesus. Okay, all right.
And I'm going to.
You guys rolled into this town and just like spending money
Look,
on
I
everything.
feel so bad. I want you to realize that this campaign has kept me up because of how bad I feel about hurting imaginary people.
Good.
I'm going to put 5 platinum in their hand, and I'm just going to be like, I know I already paid for the medical expenses, but this is just in case they need anything else.
Oh, I mean, that's a lot. Are you sure?
The last time that this happened to her, they said that they needed medical aid from all over. That sounds pretty expensive. And
make a persuasion check
okay.
for reasons.
Okay. That was almost a nat 20, but I'll take a 22 instead.
22. They kind of sigh and they just go, yes, it seems she is doing much better. She had woke up after quite a few hours in the middle of the night. Just good timing after my trance. And she seemed herself again. She didn't quite have any memory of what happened. She just blacked out from a headache and woke up in bed a few hours ago. Of course, I gave her the sleeping draught so she could rest off. She looked exhausted and she felt exhausted, but I don't think, hopefully anyways, I don't think that she will, they will need to pay for healers.
Well, regardless, in case it happens again.
Sure.
I'd rather just do this nice thing to make up for the pain I caused.
Alright, well, in that case, I will make sure that they know it's from you.
Thank you. Her muttering is a very old, dead language that I don't even know how to speak. And I'm very curious as to what it's about.
That is odd. I know many languages, and I've never heard anything like that. I mean, it did sound like it was just mumbles and no coherent words.
Not to tell you my whole life story, but I come from like the more northern-ish mountains, from a place that's not very great. And long story short, they were trying to bring back a very old race. And she was talking about them. And the language she was speaking was of that race. Which is very weird because it was very far away and it was very weird, and that's why I really thought I could help.
That is fair. If this seems to happen again, then I know where to start looking for more answers. If they will want me to.
if there's any, I guess, weirder stuff, if you could let me know, that would also be pretty cool.
Make a persuasion check.
Cool.
Cool.
23.
All right. They just kind of go, certainly. I will keep a note if we ever run into each other again.
Patient doctor confidentiality. But
Look.
no.
And
He's
they'll,
making an exception. Oh, they're making an exception.
they'll kind of look around again, and they kind of seem to be periodically doing this. And they just go, well, again, you seem like a good person. From the little interactions, even the hiccups, like my plants dying, which they're fine now, by the way, they're good.
Good.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is talking to you and saying this is going against my higher-ups' orders. So if I do see you again, which you may have to leave, I will let you know. And they just kind of give you like an awkward smile. And they say, there should be a set of guards coming soon. They do patrolling. We only need to rest for 4 hours. So we are up at all hours protecting the town. After yesterday, and a lot of eyewitnesses describing you to my higher up and my commander, they seem to be looking for your group. So, if you are up, hopefully you can wake up the rest, and perhaps it's best if you leave.
Thank you.
And they'll kind of grab your hand and give you a nice smile. And give you like almost like a little bit of formal like head bow. And do you speak Elvish?
Oh God, do I? I don't think I
you
do. I do not.
No. They'll say something that is very clearly Elvish. It is very this elegant phrase.
Remember.
They will just say, it means safe journeys. And they'll kind of look back at the door and goes, I should attend back, just in case. And they'll kind of let go of your hand and open the door and head in.
I thought about taking a risk and just saying something really not stupid and primordial.
I mean, do you?
I don't know if I want to take that risk.
You have a split second as they are closing the door.
You
Yeah, I
whisper it
feel like
under your breath after the door is closed.
Yeah, she's gonna like very after the door closes in primordial, she's gonna be like, I think you're really cute. Okay, and then she's gonna turn invisible and like fucking bolt.
All right. Because primordial encompasses the 4 different elemental languages, I assume you speak in Terra, the rock
Yes.
language. Okay. It's very like gravelly and harsh. So it doesn't. It's, you know how a lot of people say German when they don't know German.
Yeah.
Sounds so angry. It just sounds really awkward and rough when you speak in Terran if you don't know Terran. So it still comes out really awkward. And before, as you go to cast invisibility, you notice that there is a beautiful, like, I didn't think about this ahead of time. Penguin, quick, what's a purple flower?
Violets?
Cool. Violet, that makes sense. I'm stupid. Like a beautiful little, like, violet that bloomed in your hand, that a druid craft in your hand. That's really smart. Violet, that makes sense. I was going through like Lily, no. Amarantha or Amaranth, no. Amaranth. That's a character.
Subtle person.
a whole other character, another campaign.
She is purple.
Orchid. Those are my favorite flowers. It's an orchid. I'm gonna say it's an orchid.
I mean, amaranth is a plant.
Orchid. I'm
Orchid.
stupid.
Always,
Yes,
always
amaranth is a
funny.
plant. But I said
Amaranth is a plant, yeah.
Yeah, come on. Oh, I thought it was
okay.
just amaranth.
It's
So-
amaranth.
Yeah,
Amaranth. Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah,
I was right. I'm stupid. I
I
misheard.
said amaranth's a plant.
Yeah.
That's my. That was my fault. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna.
Let's swiftly moving on because I can never, just like Leorna, I can never say orchard, orchid, all of those without saying the wrong one first.
Amaranth.
I know there is. That's why I was thinking of doing that, but then I didn't know what the flower would look like, so I wanted something like cute and that bloomed. Anyways,
Yeah. I'm gonna put that right in my lantern. I'm keeping that forever.
beautiful.
And
Forever. Hopefully it doesn't die. Shut up.
I'm gonna immediately go to Penguin or Zephyr and be like, "How do I keep this alive forever?"
It jumps out of the campaign and asks Penguin because Penguin would know.
Ew.
But yeah. Anyways, I cast invisibility again, and I run back to the inn.
Make a stealth check.
Yeah. With advantage.
Yeah, because
Okay.
invisibility.
Okay. I didn't want to assume. Oh, that was almost a 19. 13.
Okay. As you cast invisibility and you kind of start scurrying away, you notice like as soon as you round a corner, there are 2 black brigades like right there, and you have to like jump out of the way, and they kind of stop and look around, and you're just kind of like 5 feet from them, just like invisible, and they just kind of like look at the ground and see it got scuffed. And you'll just hear one go, "Is someone there?" What do you do?
Oh my god. There's much I can do.
Do you just
Oh,
try to
shit.
stealth away? Do you stand still? What do you do?
Oh god. Oh god. I feel like she's just gonna stand still.
Okay.
Maybe like a step backwards in case they do the.
Yeah. Make a stealth check with advantage.
Oh, I don't like this. Zephyr, how do you do this all the time? How do you
What all
do
the time?
all your own little adventures? This is horrifying. That is a natural 20
It's
for
a
a
Doing with no
natural 20.
confidence.
21.
You'll see as they kind of look at each other, and the one does step forward and start to kind of move their hand and
I
just
matrix it.
like, yeah, you literally just miss, like you hold your breath because they would have felt your breath. And then they kind of like lean down to the ground and kind of swipe their hand, and you kind of have to like lift up your foot, and you're literally like just moving enough to be perfectly out of the way with holding your breath. And they just go, "Note this. We'll let Larok know." And they continue walking away. And you're like in this like awkward position, kind of balancing on one foot until they get a bit away, and then you can kind of like rebalance yourself before falling, and then you kind of run off.
Okay.
It's a good thing you got a natural 20.
Yeah.
Their first roll was a 22. So they like heard and saw like something shift in the dirt. And then when I rolled again, it was a 9 for your natural 20. So yeah, and you can make it back. At this point, the sun is beginning to kind of show and more of those colors, and everybody else at this point has woken up, other than Amdrus. And you notice Amethyst is not there. What do you guys do? The rest of you. Silence as everyone just wakes up and stares at each other.
to know where Amethyst went.
Honestly, I have no idea.
Is her lantern around?
I don't know. I wouldn't assume so.
Yeah, you look
Right.
around and you don't see it. It's
Okay.
a small room, so it's not hard to like.
I didn't know if like she set it somewhere and just kind of like casually asking. Okay.
No.
Should we wait for her? Do you think we should go after her?
I don't think it's very safe out there. All of us, they were looking for us last night. It was pretty obvious. I will cast sending
Okay.
and just be like, "Hey, Amethyst, we all just woke up. Where you at?"
And this probably would happen. I'll say like just as you were casting invisibility and kind of heading out. Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, right, like as I'm heading back to the end.
Yeah, like it would have been like just a moment before you ran into the Black Brigade.
Okay. She'll just be like, "Oh, yes. I went to go apologize for yesterday. Black Earth Brigade's trying to find us. Mainly you guys. On my way back."
And then you
All
hear,
I heard is "on my way."
Yeah,
That
on my
was
way.
the end. That-
Yeah, it just gets
Yeah.
cut off.
Beautiful. Love it.
So I'll relay that to everybody else.
Okay.
All right, so you guys.
I think we should head
I'm-
out.
It's fine, Pyro. I left your mom with so much cash.
Sure,
Yeah.
that's 50 gold. 50.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say 53, but technically that was towards Glynon. But 50 gold, so that's a lot.
Well, I saved them 3 golds.
There you go.
Can I ask a meta question?
Yes.
So the day before, was that the day that you said that was when we were all getting visions, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And did I relay my vision to everybody or just Amdrus and Pyro? Or sorry, Amdrus and Atam?
I believe you had told
think-
them, and then when
We kind of all spewed everything that was.
yeah,
learned
so once
of the day.
Joel and Amethyst got back and Andy was gone, you guys kind of converged about it.
Mhm.
Did we find more information about that?
The geode.
No,
Or
like
information
about
just
the visions.
The visions, not.
Just the fact that they're happening. Okay. I
Yes.
feel like
Only you and Amethyst saw that vision, so people know that.
that we had visions or saw the same one.
It's
saw
that
the
same
same
one,
one.
the big one with the big war.
Okay.
Only you two, yeah. So that was, and then everybody knowing everyone got visions that were
things.
different, but it was all kind of at the same times. Yeah, you guys kind of figured all that out.
Oh, I guess the vision I was thinking of was the where everything was burning.
Yeah. So
But-
yeah. Oh, the first one. Yeah. So everybody knows about that. Everyone kind of talked about that. Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like as we are probably getting ready, I want to talk to Elazar this morning again.
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna pull out the sending zone.
I'm gonna ask you a meta question. Is this? Do we need a plan for you heading out, or is
no, that's not what I'm asking.
Cool. Because I forgot.
Should be good as far as I know. So, yeah. No, this was because yesterday he had mentioned, "Do you have more info?" So
Yeah.
I was gonna relay more information, kind of.
Count the words.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Elazar. Relaying more info. Did you ever have weird future visions of burning, but nothing around you is burnt? Like it hurts.
There's like
Wow.
a
It's a weird
silence.
conversation.
It's like a good couple
You had a full
minutes.
conversation in 25 words.
Yeah. That's fair.
There's like a good like 5 minutes of like silence before you go, little bird, is that you? It's still very, very early.
Early.
Oh,
Yeah, we
Jesus,
gotta.
I
and
keep
he-
forgetting that it's so early for.
Yes, you keep on doing that, and he just goes, yesterday? No. You mentioned something that was a bit confusing. If you need to talk more,
That's
and it just cuts because he as he just starts, you can hear that he's going to say more, and it just like cuts halfway through a word.
I feel like she's gonna mutter into the stone, Elazar, use your stone too.
And there is a moment where he goes, if you'll get like a voice back and goes, sorry, if you need to talk more, come back. This is really hard. And he just kind of goes, well, I'm up now. I guess I should do some work. Not realizing it's catching the words. And you can reply.
I love counting sending stones.
Yeah.
It gives me joy. I'm sorry.
No,
It's
it's
like the one rule lawyers thing that is just...
I'm glad you guys are doing
Yeah.
it. I love it.
I think she's gonna respond, I can't come back yet. I don't know what's happening. Just weird visions happening with everyone. I feel like some kind of rambling of something like that.
Okay. All right. And those are that's the settings done. So let's end of the conversation. You
like
probably
then
imagine
after
Elazar just goes, I don't know what to say about that. Okay, anyways, let's chop some
I
wood.
feel like after a little bit, she's just like, these sending stones kind of suck.
They're good for reports, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's quick like reporting information.
Alright, and then she's gonna get up and continue getting ready.
Sorry, 1 second. Okay, sorry. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Just waiting?
What are we
Matt?
doing? I think we're gonna wait for Celeste to get back.
Okay.
Definitely before.
Or-
Yeah.
Celeste.
Yeah.
Amethyst.
King.
Amethyst.
Amethyst.
It doesn't. You're muted. It doesn't take too long before Amethyst you get there.
All I said was, I know I don't look very amethysty anymore.
Yeah.
Good.
So what's our plan?
Am
If
I
you-
back now?
Yes. Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
okay.
It wouldn't take too long. I assume you walk in and then drop the invisibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys would just see like the door open, and then close, and then Amethyst appear.
Hi.
Hi.
How was the trip?
I'm gonna like mind link with Atayim and just
Mhm.
kind of give him a whole rundown of like my conversation
You
with
just
Glenn.
get like you just get like a basically a little very
Like a
on
little,
a fast forward
reel?
like
Yeah, you
reel
just get,
of,
like,
a,
a little
of a
movie.
moment.
like those like
Andy
watch
with
the
the
whole movie in
flower.
like 5 seconds.
yeah.
Yeah, and with like the little flower that they gave me. Everyone else would just notice Amethyst's like cheeks are really bright red. Oh, I also made sure that I left your mom a good chunk of change in case anything happens.
Oh.
Do you
Sure.
think 5 platinum is enough?
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's more.
Yeah.
Probably way
Very
more
generous.
than they
I'm
could
really
probably
bad
go
at
on vacation.
understanding the whole money thing. But anyways, they did tell me that they do suspect that you guys are the ones that left the Black Earth Brigade, and they're looking for all of us.
Right.
So
love
we
that.
should probably decide what we're doing or go.
As you just hear Amdrus snore and roll over and just goes, I'll beat that bitch up.
Okay.
All right. Sounds all right.
Because I know
I think we
Fire
should
wants to
head
fight
the
Ellen, right?
monastery.
Hmm?
Yeah, I think we should head to the monastery and.
You do know that. Well, you don't know, but you've been told apparently Helen Ray is in town. But you can still head to the monastery too.
Well, we either. Well, here's the thing. If we want to fight, do we just get taken?
No, we should set up so we're at advantage. That's dumb. They might take our weapons. They might do other things. No, we should strike while the iron's hot before they get to us. We should surprise. We should.
That's fair. I don't know how.
Sorry, I
else
shouldn't
we
have said
will.
that was stupid. That was mean. I'm sorry, Ataim.
Morning, Joel. It's usually good, but
Yeah,
It's just
I
a
haven't
little-
had coffee yet. Amdrus hasn't woken up and made me coffee yet, so I'm sorry. That was a little
Coffee.
snippy.
Another
That
snore.
wasn't dumb. No ideas are dumb, but we need to come up with we need to do something because they're coming after us. It sounds like. I mean, they were looking for us last night.
Yes, they are definitely looking for us.
And just my thought process is if we yeah, she might be here in town. As something in my head just keeps telling me that Helen Ray is in town, but. What if we go?
Hello.
It's
What
God.
if-
The
Yeah,
morning light
like,
is telling you.
They think we're in town. If we F off and go to their base, maybe they'll have less people there and we can get
More
What's his
information
name?
about the geode first.
yeah, and what's his name?
But I know we're close.
The M dude. The M dude.
Marlos.
Marlos. Yeah, because it would
The
be cool to
M dude.
take him out. I'm just saying, we know something fishy is going on underneath the Sacred Stone Monastery. And my brain just says something fishy was going underneath the air people, and that's how we got underneath there and dealt with that. So logic would dictate that maybe the Earth stuff is happening underneath the Earth Temple. That's just where my brain is saying, but Joel is also kind of dumb. I'm kind of dumb. I shouldn't talk about myself in the first person, but that's just what my bird brain is saying. What do you think, Ray? And Ray just
Yeah.
Morning Joel is very different. Wow. Okay.
sorry, my edibles just kicked in.
Says Joel.
Joel says Joel.
Joel or Coco?
Little of A, little of B.
Joel is a morning person, but the sun isn't up yet, so he's still waking up.
It's a weird morning. Yeah. This is still
I'm gonna
dream-
creep over
dreamland
to
Joel.
Zephyr and be like, "Hey, question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
How do I keep a flower alive forever?"
Oh, I mean, just put it in a little vase and put some dirt in there and just keep an eye on, it, make sure it's
The
water.
vase you
What
gave
kind do
me!
you have?
It's all coming in.
It's
How big is your
all
plant? I thought
coming
the vase was a little
together.
big. 'Cause I thought it was. How big of a vase did I give you?
I don't
thought
know.
told
How
you-
big of a vase did you give her?
I
I
gave
assumed
it
a big one.
It's fine.
How big is this it's an orchid, right?
Orchids are tall,
usually
yeah.
pretty. Yeah. It's
We went with an orchid.
Yeah.
yeah. They left an orchid in my hand.
Yeah.
Perfect.
They're my favorite. So hey,
Oh,
I mean, the vase I was thinking is one of those tall ones.
real tall ones. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
It's just oh, here's a vase, because I feel like
Just
she wouldn't think about it.
Fill it with enough dirt, and it's fine.
You
Here's
can
a
fill the
vase.
bottom with rocks.
I can.
Yeah, it actually helps with the drainage.
Plants are cool.
Definitely.
Right, Joel. I got a flower. I now have a flower.
Oh, that's sweet.
And actually, if you do keep it in your
Beautiful.
lantern, they will like it because they do like the shade.
Oh,
Oh,
If you
That-
want me to get real meta, you have to use
No,
ice
that's-
to water it.
it's...
ice?
Yeah, they do best with ice.
Oh, I did not know that.
No.
Yeah, because it slowly waters them. They don't like fast water, like if you pour it on them.
Same.
Okay. Well,
Okay. But yeah. What should we do? Because here's what we can do. We can all go into the lantern. Ataim can shapeshift into somebody who doesn't look like Ataim. And we can get out of town. That's
Wait,
my
I
get
thought we
out
were
of
talking
town.
about going underground.
Well, the Sacred Stone
Yeah, but-
Monastery is a
Yeah.
bit away from here. It's not.
Mhm.
It's not quite here. Do you think maybe
And
we
know
should?
that the geode is somewhere in between.
I think it's
Because
underneath.
But is it under
It's gonna be underneath.
like,
Yeah.
in the ground?
I think it's
Everything
underneath the
else?
Sacred Stone Monastery.
I mean, if we go
we
underground
were there.
now,
in
the other place had a
pretty cool.
giant mine. Remember?
That was underneath the Sacred Stone Monastery. It was just a mine.
That we never explored.
No,
Zephyr
I did.
explored. Yeah,
First
Oh,
place.
You
That's
were
where we-
there.
a good chunk of it.
That's where we found.
you helped
the,
me.
It was
Yeah,
the
you helped.
first
I-
of Zephyr's. I'm a rat, stressfully trying to like.
Explore.
Explore
And that's where we
and
found
not
One
die.
the,
item from a
I
skeleton,
That's right.
and that was just no, never do that
Yep.
again.
we found the lich
I-
thing and all that jazz.
feel
Yeah.
like we're so close to it. It's just a matter of where. And we can't track Mariana again, so we have no clues as to where this is.
Why would Mariana lead us to the geode? Or you just
Because she
mean-
led us to the last
Yeah,
one.
you guys had wrote paper birds to her to find the direction to
Yeah.
go. Before.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm tired.
No, you're good. Well, in any case, getting out of town right now probably would be the best thing if we really want to hash out what we need to do, because they know we're in this room. They didn't make a scene to try to bother us last night, but it's only a matter of time before they might try to force their way in.
They also did say that it's particularly their commanders and higher ups that are looking for us.
That would make sense, and since we kind of were with them for a time.
Yeah, I really had to bite my tongue on that one. Mainly because, it really sucks that I like this person who's in a cult.
An army.
Anyways,
I have an idea. I don't know if it'll work.
same thing, Aurora.
That's true. You were
I
in the
would
military.
know.
An idea about?
I could ask Peller where we need to go.
Sure, you didn't last night.
No, I could cast divination.
Ah, that's what you mean. Let's look up the spell quickly. Wait, roleplay. Continue.
Is that the wheel and woe?
I think so.
I've
Is that how? What did you say? I'm sorry. That's
Sorry, I was.
that-
Is that
I
the
think
wheel
so.
and woe spell? I was just.
No.
Oh,
I
no,
can,
that's augury.
Yes,
I do
the-
an offering and I ask a single question about a goal, event, or activity within the next 7 days, and the GM has to offer a truthful reply.
You need insight, incest, and a sacrificial offering appropriate to your religion,
sorry.
What?
together worth at least
What?
25 gold, which the spell consumes.
Okay, step bro.
Incense.
What's that?
Incense.
Clip
hoping that
that.
ends
Somebody
there.
clip that, please.
Yes, you did.
I didn't even notice.
no
I just...
hesitation. You need incest.
Incest.
Well, you definitely flagged my kink very much. Thank you.
I didn't even notice. Ah.
Incense.
Yes, I'm not even gonna
Yes,
try to
incense.
say it because clearly I
Incense.
can't speak today.
Incense.
Dude gave us a shit ton of incense. I'm good on that.
But you
and I
need a
have an idea about
sacrificial off. Okay, has to be
Yeah, I have an
together
idea.
worth of 25 gold. So
I have an idea about that.
has to be appropriate to your religion.
Yeah.
I think last time we did
We're
this,
gonna
we
sacrifice the moon.
Oh god, definitely worth 25 gold. I think.
At least.
The thing I'm thinking of doing says it's worth 25 gold, so
Well, that's
I'm
great.
good.
Yeah, cool.
So what do you guys think Peller could help us, or do you guys have a better
I mean,
idea?
If you
I mean, I
believe
can-
that could help, then we might as well try all of our options, shouldn't we?
The last time I asked Zaina, she said that it feels like it's close, but not here. So I don't think she would be able to give us any more guidance, so I think that's a good route to take.
Okay.
Finding the
So
geode
the
is a
big
specific
question
goal.
is, because it's one question, I don't want to fuck it up and do it on the fly, because it always like when it's like time to do the question, and it's like I don't actually think about the question, and then it's like too much pressure, and I feel like I don't ask the right question. So before I cast the spell, what should be the specific question I ask Pelor?
Where do we find the entrance to the geode? Or
Okay.
where do we find the entrance to the path that will lead us to the geode?
Okay.
I'm trying to think about this in the way that I would ask a genie for aid.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
However,
I
this
need
isn't
you
Fae. It's
to
not wish.
know that I think that he can be kind of cryptic in the answer. I think
Yes.
it says
So
in
it says the DM offers a truthful reply. The reply may be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen.
Yeah, so still take some time, but
It says that it does not take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, like casting it multiple times, or the loss or gain of a companion. Like, it can't tell you something that's going to happen, but
Did we want to take an early
think
break so we
that's-
have time to think about it?
Well, no, I think that's
I think that was
No?
a good
Okay.
question. Yeah, I think that was good.
Okay.
all right.
So I guess I would sit down on the ground.
Okay.
And pull out the incense and light the incense, and then take out. Really, the only other thing I have is my holy book, my Book of Pelor.
This will consume it.
Oh,
I know.
Okay.
It's not my focus. It's just the Bible.
Mhm.
The Bible's
Yep.
still in here and in
Yeah.
here,
Okay. All right.
work.
and it's
Jesus
5
Christ.
pounds. That's a little bit less I'm carrying around too.
Fair.
Yeah, let's start
Fire's
taking it
answer,
into
he wants to know where we can fight the abyss. That's the question you should ask. All right.
We will fight her. We will.
So as you do, kind of, you pull out the book and you begin reciting some of the like scriptures, kind of lighting these things that I'm so scared I'm gonna say wrong because I'm stressing about it now. And you guys can see that like in the little window you guys have, you can just see the sun beginning to kind of like cut through a lot of the trees just as the spell kind of takes, almost like the spell itself made the sun come out brighter. What is your question, Joel?
Exactly what Celeste said.
So ask it because I don't
where-
fucking remember what it is.
Where
I think I
where's
said
the entrance? Where do we find the entrance to
The path that will lead us
us
to
the
the black
Black
the
geode.
Black Geode.
Okay. As you kind of, I feel like you wouldn't even close your eyes. You would kind of look out to the window and see that kind of light. And there is almost this like flash as the light hits your eyes, and you would all see Joel's eyes begin to kind of glow as if the sun is like reflecting out of his eyes, like that, like the morning kind of light hitting his eyes and reflecting back. And it is almost like you are a bird flying over.
Oh my god, it's the opening of the first episode.
A bird flying over the blooming vale, and you will see your vision kind of look down and like over, and you can see the little spot in the trees that is Rosefall, and you kind of take with the wind, kind of flying south, and kind of further into the north, the Nightthorn Forest, south of where you are, past the river, deep into the forest, and then the vision goes away.
into the woods.
Into the
Into the thick of it.
Yeah, it's so I'll let them know.
Got it,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's south into the forest, past the river, deep into the night thorn forest.
Just
I
past
kind
the
of flew
river.
over it. So, do you think the smart idea is to do the same? To Zephyr fly over the forest and go look for what we saw?
I will say, in your vision, you didn't see like where you could see Rosefall kind of in that space in the canopies of the tree. You didn't see anything, and it almost seemed like the bird flew down into the trees, as if you wouldn't be able to find it by flying over. You get the sense that flying over won't help you find it.
Okay.
So maybe we use my tactic to get out. And once we are a safe distance away, we can also just let Amdrus sleep a little bit more. It sounds like he needs it.
I think that's a good plan.
Just
Amethyst.
hear
I like
Amdrus
that.
snore and roll over again.
Honk
Just goes, I
shoo,
want to
honk
fight her.
shoo.
He farts.
Let me at her. He's just like kind
He
of
just shits
flailing,
Me at her. Yes.
flailing in the.
Never mind,
As
I
he
don't want him in my
said,
lantern.
as he said in chat, I want to level up. Don't know what it means.
Said, let me at her. I want to level up.
Like, does he mean he wants to get onto her level? Is she a very tall
Maybe,
lady?
probably.
She's
Well,
she's
she-
pretty tall.
Very
But-
high in stature, in class, like in power.
She's probably about equal height as Amdrus. I think Amdrus is
Yeah.
decently tall. So
I just meant
Does
like
anyone,
by
does anyone describe this to me?
title.
Are you describing her to me?
No.
no.
Whatever, I'm rolling anyway, you suck. Got an 8.
Yeah, you have no idea.
We gotta save it. We gotta save the description for when we.
Alright, well, you said tall lady, and she's already an 8 and would bang.
There we go. I mean, 8 out of 20, so like, yeah,
Yeah, but I'd bang.
that's fair. It's an even.
Still bang.
Well, on the kind of cryptic, vague direction to go, what are you guys doing? Do we want to hit or break and you guys can discuss then?
I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
'Cause I would
Actually,
like to
would
take
mind
a
too. I do
fresh
need
air
to use the
break.
restroom.
Okay, that's totally fine. I would like to get a drink too. So we'll hit our break there. You guys can discuss and figure out where you guys are going if you're following a vague vision. Yeah, we will be back in like 5, 10, 20, I don't know. Probably like 10, 15, to be honest.
We're back in a
Minutes.
moment's time.
We'll be back in a moment. Bye. Pyro, we miss you. Just saying. So,
So,
just
look
look
go
right.
right to the titties. Do you have ice cream titties now?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I got peanuts in my titties.
All right.
Hot.
Anyhow, I just realized the music is muted. There we go.
The highlights of this stream: incest and peanut titties.
And whatever the fuck
We got
I just
rock
did.
titties, lightning titties, and now peanut titties. Love it. Great, cool.
Oh yeah, I
Anywho.
saw the post about the lighting titties. I haven't watched it yet. Not there yet,
It's
but I
real
can't wait to
funny.
get to it. I can't wait to get to it.
Just like Laura literally just goes, "Do I have lightning titties?" Really good. Anyways, welcome
so
back,
good.
everybody. If you missed it, Amethyst snuck away into town early morning to check up on the damage she caused. Well, that her and Atim caused. Let's be real, it was both. I'll put
Joel?
it and Joel.
I don't
Oh,
know what
for-
you're talking about. I didn't cause anything. I just sat there to eat food. That's not my fault.
You decided to explore your past. That was your fault.
How dare you want to explore
How
your own
dare
backstory?
I?
Anywho, and they had a little moment, rolled really well on persuasion, so they got a little titty bit of information that
Titty
they're
bit.
recognized.
Titty
Yeah,
Titty bit of
Um,
Peanut titty bit?
yeah.
There's also
that-
chocolate in there,
this,
I guess.
This group, who is very
Okay,
colorful,
remind me.
blue, green, red. Joel.
Joel?
Well, I don't know. He's just a human-looking man. But is very recognizable. You've also recently talked to the Black Earth Brigade and then ran away, so they were very well aware. Okay, all right. Thank you, Coco. Thank you for pinning it there, Celeste. I didn't even know you could do that.
I didn't know either.
Really?
Great.
I pinned it for 20 minutes.
Oh my.
Let's go. You can pin
Anyone-
it indefinitely too.
Oh my lord.
Amazing.
Okay. Anywho,
You can go in.
and then they came back, talked about where to go, what to do. Joel cast divination, got a little vision of flying into the Nightthorn Forest, past the river and into the thick of it, if you will. I just kind of leaned into it there. I'll just throw away half my notes because you guys are deciding to leave again. That's,
Isn't that
What
what
do
we
you
always
want
do?
it?
what do you mean?
Well,
Isn't
would
that
you
what
What do
expect
you want
anything less
from
from
us?
us?
Isn't that what we
Bitch.
always do? We come, we
Yes.
fuck shit up,
I
and then we
wanted character
leave.
growth.
Then we jump out of a window.
we
jump out of a-
we
We're
leave the
going to
place
again,
worse
I
than when
guess.
we found it. That's what you guys do.
Are there windows in this place?
Um,
Yeah, the hotel
yeah,
room.
there is.
Perfect.
Hotel room. It's an inn. Thank you. Or different.
In this dick.
Okay. Disadvantage to all of you for the rest of the session. Oh my lord. Okay. All right. As we jump back in after Joel has had this vision, what are you guys doing? You bitches. Jesus Christ. Collect yourself.
I'm trying.
The two bitches that aren't dying. What are you guys doing?
I don't know. I'm
You
here
really need
for
to
the
leave.
ride.
We're getting the fuck out.
You're getting out.
Cool.
Um,
I will say, for sure, Atim.
you're gonna open up the window. How far is the drop?
How far is the drop? Well, it's like 6 feet. I don't know how. No, because it's the second floor it's built into a cliff, so the second floor is still on ground level technically. You're just on the top side of the cliff, so it's a normal window height from ground.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Yeah. I don't know how
I
much
can just
that
climb
is.
I have to jump out.
Yeah, you could
jump
just
straight
climb
to the
out.
ground.
Yeah, you just
I can
like,
just climb out of the window.
which would be hilarious. I'd be down for it.
This
But
is
I will
perfect.
say,
That's all I need.
Atim, when you're looking out the window,
Yeah.
you can hear the town is starting to wake up, and people are starting to, after this hour of you guys taking the short rest and doing the thing, people are beginning to wake up. make a perception check, that team,
Ooh,
because you're looking out the window.
Yeah.
As Coco pings.
25.
Okay. You very quickly look around and you can see and recognize a familiar face, an elven face, kind of a darker complexion, long ears, this kind of long dark hair, in this like dark browns, blacks and green kind of cloak, flanked by two. It would be two sets, so 4 Black Earth Brigades beginning to walk past the like park that kind of your window looks into, that kind of with the big tree and that kind of park area, heading clearly from like the town hall straight towards the inn, and you recognize it as the Rock, and you just like close the window quickly.
Cool. Yeah, okay. I think we need to get a speed on. Larock is headed towards the inn.
Okay. How?
I think he's coming from the back, towards the back entrance, essentially.
Heading
Chain
in
back
the
door?
direction. You are not 100% sure in the second.
I just know that it was closer.
Yeah, they were like heading towards your general
Yeah.
vicinity.
No, I meant like it was closer to, since we went to the back entrance. To
Yes,
go up
yeah, it would be.
towards the-
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. But we have no idea. Also, so the window looks out the front, not behind. Okay.
No, it does look it kind of looks off to the side, so you can kind of see like the hunting, the cat's, what's it called? The hunting cat, and the tree. So like, if you look at the thing, it's kind of like out this
like-
side, this side door. If you're looking at the front, yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I would like all of you to make a perception check, please.
get a move on. Oh, 22.
18.
Nice, nice,
19.
nice.
23.
Okay, oh shit.
You had it.
Out of you guys, who speaks Elvish?
God damn it.
Only Atim. So all of you hear this, but only Atim can understand it. You can hear, and Joel and Zephyr, you would recognize this voice as Larock's voice. You just wouldn't know what he's saying as he's speaking Elvish. But Atim, you would hear that he would say, "You two, go to the back entrance. We'll flank the front. They have to be in there. And if they're not, then we'll track them. They've deserted us before. They're not getting away this time." And you all begin to hear heavy footsteps heading towards that back door. You can start to hear them getting closer and closer by the second.
Okay, so they're trying to flank us at both entrances. They mentioned that we're probably in here, and if we're not, that they're going to track us. I don't really know what that means. I'm pretty sure I know what that means, and I don't like that. So yeah, I think we need to hurry.
Okay.
What's the
Invis
plan?
me up.
I
Invis-
touch Ataim and I invisible.
Invisible?
Invisible.
Beautiful.
He's invisible.
Amdrus gets up and goes, "Enemies," and draws out the hammer.
And then I immediately throw everyone into my lantern.
He goes, "Let's go!" And then just as everyone is picked up by the mist and brought into it, I would say you would have had to hold on to that flower until you came in now. So now you can, do all that. But as you all go in and the lantern is left there, Atim, you can pick it up.
Does the lantern become
Okay.
invisible?
Here's the thing. You weren't holding this object. It wouldn't have been held
No, I normally.
because you have to touch you have to be holding it, don't you, Amethyst, to bring everyone in? So if you, I was pretty
Because
sure.
I've had people hold my lantern before. So that
Yes.
it doesn't like tumble to the ground.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, it wouldn't just like slam on the ground. It would just kind of sit there. But if you cast
Yes, any
invisibility,
objects I'm
your
wearing
holding at the current second would go invisible. So
Okay, then I turn myself invisible at the same time.
Okay.
Does that
You did
work?
say that though. So we're gonna go with this. So at team, you pick it up and realize it does not go invisible with you. What's the plan?
I'm still gonna look out the
Fuck.
window. I'm gonna look out the window
Mhm.
and see if there's anyone that would immediately spot me if I climbed out the window.
Make a perception check.
Damn it, 15.
You kind of look out the window and you can see. I guess you wouldn't quite. You could probably see maybe like the side of them, but you can kind of see that two of the guards have walked up to that back door, and it's not very far, but you can't tell if they're like looking. Like you might, if you jump out the window, it might be to their back, so it might be fine. What are you doing? You're now on an hour by the time.
Invisibility does say anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person.
Yes, but
It's 'cause
you would have had to
if
cast
you
it
were, if you were holding
after.
If you cast it on me, but I wasn't holding the lantern when you cast it on me, then it's not going to be invisible.
Yeah,
That's why.
because
I
if you
feel
pick
like
up
we've
something,
done this before, though.
We
Like,
have, but we've never thought about that.
okay.
Good.
Wait, so you can't hold the lantern
Oh,
while you go invisible
yeah,
I
and
can
then
hold it.
we
It's
go
just that
This wasn't specified, and I'm creating drama.
Oh,
So, at team, what are you
it is
doing?
what it is. That's fine. How far out is? So, like, does the window? It looks out towards the cliff edge. Or like, how far out is the edge of the cliff from the actual building?
So like, so you guys are like fully on it. So it'd be like the cliff edge,
We're on
which would be like, yeah, you're not like hanging. Your window isn't like
Oh,
hanging
yeah.
off, yeah.
Yeah.
So it would only be like just kind of off to the side. You still just gonna jump out the window? You're still invisible.
So then, yeah, I know. Okay. Well, it'll be, hung on me or whatever, however it needs to be tucked in order for it to be secured.
Yeah.
I will attempt to climb out the window.
All right. Make a stealth check.
You bitch. You fucking bitch, die.
Oh, you do have advantage because you are
Oh,
stealth.
okay.
You are invisible.
Nat 1, fuck you! Fuck you!
Okay, well, I was trying to help you there. Ooh, that was the wrong dice. What the hell? I just rolled a
Damn it.
d12.
All right, an 8.
Okay.
Fucking hell, bitch. I should just went with my first idea instead.
As you like
Fine.
crawl out the window, you don't realize how awkward it is to crawl out a window while trying to be quiet. With all the jangles you have, they still make noise.
That's fair.
And as you kind of like crawl out, you're like kind of jangling, and you pause for a second as they kind of like look over. And like the lantern, you're half out the window, so the lantern's still inside. And they just kind of like look over. You hear one of them say, "I guess you go inside, I'll stay out," kind of in Elvish. And you'll see them open the door, and one of them head in. As you kind of use that discretion to like jump out. And are you just, what are you doing? You're outside.
Yeah, I will jump out and I'll just go like along the edge or whatever just so I can get out of sight.
Okay. Make another stealth check.
$18.
18. Well, this one's close. Hold on. Let me double check something. Ooh, there we go. Okay. As you kind of are scooting along the edge of the building, you kind of get to the edge of where that kind of cliff edge, and there is the stairs, but I mean you can just slide off of not using the stairs if you don't want to. And you'll see the like guard kind of looks in your direction. You can see them kind of try to squint towards you, like directly at you, like as if they may notice something, and begin to kind of, what is that? Begin to start stepping towards your direction.
Great.
What are you
I'm
doing?
just gonna. God, I don't know how much of a.
What are you doing?
Yep. Okay.
You're getting
We're
closer.
just gonna. I'm gonna utilize the fan and start flying.
Okay. Just gonna whip out the fan, activating it, bursts into this like gust of wind, which is not subtle.
That's of course not. No.
And just this blast of wind kind of whips around, and they kind of just get they're like 5 feet from you at that point, and they just kind of get blown out from wind, and just see this lantern just fly up into the air, and they just kind of like, what the hell? They look very confused.
Beautiful.
And you're just flying straight the
I'm
fuck
just
out.
flying. Yep.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
Why die?
A natural one.
Why? Natural one.
The gusts of wind, you don't the pumping of your heart in your
It's the
ears,
adrenaline
the
and the panic.
adrenaline,
I just need to
the
leave.
wind, you just rocket out, not knowing or hearing or anything that's happening, and you just head out. You have this for an hour?
Yes.
It's for 1 hour? Cool. And you're flying where? Oh shit, I forgot to roll a thing. Actually, I probably
Towards the southern direction.
Past
heading
the river.
south. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. That team, please roll me a d10, and somebody else can roll me a d8.
I'll
Oh,
do
I
the
know.
D8. I have my D8 right here.
Okay, D10. Here we go. 10.
4.
How you doing? 7.
7 and 4. Okay. All right. As you begin to kind of like fly up and like crest the, are you keeping pretty close to the trees or going pretty high up? I guess is the question.
I will probably keep her close to the trees so that the trees can kind of try to obscure this random red thing. Or this random,
To be fair,
object that's going to fly.
in the air, it's probably very hard to see when it's just flying
True.
through the air. It's a small, it's not that big. It's not that like
Right.
big and bulky.
Okay. Well, then, yeah.
It's
I'm
not like
still-
a glowing neon sign that says "I'm here."
Yeah. Close
Amethyst
enough to the trees,
crib.
but yeah.
Amethyst
crib.
All right. So kind of flying off, keeping close to the trees. Make a stealth check for me. This one I will say you don't have advantage because of the wind.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry.
So that's a. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. The first roll was a
Nice.
19.
19. Yeah, well, you can keep that. That's the first roll. That's fine. All right, so 21.
Yep.
Oh god. Okay. As you kind of skirt along the kind of tree canopy just above it and kind of fly off, you notice maybe flying for maybe 10 minutes. You notice those kind of thick, like vine-like ropes that Zephyr had noticed a long time, and as you fly back, they are like almost moving. And one of them almost seems like it moves in your direction, but you fly by it too quickly, and it doesn't seem to like react fast enough almost. And you look back, and you'll just see a vine kind of almost try to grab you, and then kind of go back into the trees. And you think it was a good thing that Zephyr decided to fly very high up where they couldn't reach you.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna go a little higher.
And you kind of start to crest a bit higher.
Okay.
Right.
I don't like these.
And as you're flying, it again is kind of a cold kind of autumn like morning. So it's pretty cold on you, but you don't notice any, like, it seems like a normal cold for this time. It's not like extra cold, it's not extra hot today, kind of like you guys have experiencing. All right, and you continue flying for about an hour until you're gonna have to land. Do you just land as soon as you can?
Probably, yeah. I probably wouldn't think too much about it.
All right. As you kind of fly down through the trees, and kind of land as the wind wings kind of disperse and reform into the fan. You kind of look around and you can see there's like a little river that's kind of running down, probably from Rosefall, because a lot of the rivers kind of came out of the cliffs and stuff, or came through. Sorry, and you kind of land and take a deep breath. At least you didn't have to like physical work. It's just magic, so like
Just magical.
it wasn't like straining on you in any way. And about that time as well, like probably just a bit before, which is probably a good indicator of yours disappearing, is the invisibility would also drop. And Amethyst, you would know that it would have dropped, and you guys would just hear wind, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. And so where did you say I landed about?
I kind of just landed in the trees. You can see there's a small kind of river, like a creek, kind of running by.
Alright.
I guess it wouldn't be a creek; it would be more of a river. But kind of look around, and it's just somewhere in the trees. You don't notice anything around you immediately.
Cool. Well, we've landed. We're in the forest now. Seems safe. And I'll just keep going until, they just start popping out if they do. Amdrus stays in.
We'll leave Amdrus in so we can nap off the
He
rest
just
of
goes
this session.
the whole time. He's just gonna like wanted to fight her, but okay, I'll nap, and I'll go back to bed.
Yeah. As he's like grumbling, Amethyst will be like, I know, and just
Wouldn't it be better to
tucking
fight
him
her when you're at full strength, not at 2 exhaustion?
All right. Everyone
I'll
kind of
also get Joel and Zephyr's help to plant my flower.
yes. In that kind of hour, you guys definitely could have
Could I?
do this fine.
Could I
Viz.
also? Could I also have added my fern?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh my god, we're
Amdrus
just
is
doing a little
angry.
crafts in the corner.
Fire says Amdrus is angry. He's grumpy as you
That's
tuck
right.
him in.
He's tired and grumpy.
Yeah.
I find a little makeshift pillow and just give him that to hug on to, like a teddy bear.
Like an overtired baby, yeah.
And she'll give him head pats.
There you go. And yeah, you can make this vase and put your fern around.
Terrarium within a terrarium.
There we go.
For the meta.
And yeah, you guys all jump out and see a relatively nice morning, as chilly as it can be. Well, not as it can be. Chilly as it is what I meant. But it's nice. You guys just
South.
walking?
South.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as I throw away 3 more maps, you guys head for the rest of the day. Shockingly, it seems relatively quiet. There's still the kind of wildlife that you would find in the Nightthorn Forest, and the Nightthorn Forest is known for being decently dangerous, like most kind of natural forests, as you guys are well aware.
How close are all these plants to me?
A good like 45 minutes back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you kind of look around and you don't see any more of those. It's probably about a half hour back. But yeah, They seemingly.
No,
What?
the general forest.
I think you meant like the
my own
big.
personal aura.
Oh, yeah. All of you would notice that if he gets a little too close to some of the trees, flowers, and general bushes, they all seem to kind of wither and bend away. Even the grass under his feet seem to wither away. Not like rapidly, not like immediately death, like a plague running through kind of thing, but like obvious enough.
Zephyr and I are just following behind him, casting Druidcraft over and over and making things rebloom.
I love that.
This is what you get for signing up for things you don't know about.
I don't know what you mean. Who knows what this is about?
All signs point to your patron, though.
What all signs?
Am-
What do you mean all signs?
Does Joel say that out loud?
Yeah.
Amethyst is like, thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one. That's
No, for sure. You
more
have
than
to know
mildly
what, like,
concerned.
you don't just blindly sign up with something and you don't know what the consequences are. That makes no sense. Nonsensical.
Okay, sure, that's fine.
Don't
That
you
hasn't
have
been-
spells for falling out of things?
falling out of like windows?
You said you made a deal when you were falling out of a tower. Don't you have spells to prevent exactly that?
It wasn't to prevent me from falling out of a tower.
I still don't trust your patron.
I don't know what you mean.
I don't trust any of them.
Powers come in handy. The powers are what saved us today. Okay, thank you.
I'll tell
Let's
you,
say-
God is good.
Fans himself with
God
it.
is good.
Look, Zaina has at least given me exactly what she expects out of this contract with her. And she's like held up her end of the deal really well. And she talks to me a lot.
Well, from my perspective, nothing terrible has happened to me, so it's fine.
You kill plants. Like actively.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna like take a fern and just like push it close.
And it
to
just
him.
like as it gets closer, it's almost like it's trying to like push back like a cat when you're trying to kiss its head. It's just kind of like and like wilting away.
That's not bad.
We don't know what's causing that, okay? It's fine. Whatever. I'm just gonna continue.
As Atrin walks away dramatically, struts away with his fan.
Gus.
There we go. Just get out of here. All
I feel
right.
like after he walks away, can I like take the fern and kind of like relax it?
Yeah, Drew would grab it back. Goes. All right. Well, eventually it does start to get a bit dark. You guys have been walking for a while. Mind you, you left early, so it's still like a decent amount of light out. It's actually, I would say, for that, there'd be probably an 8-hour goes up. And let me make a roll here. All right. Oh god. As the 8 hours kind of come up, kind of midday, 8 hours later, you know, eventually, Amdrus is knocked out of the lantern. And you can see that he, like, wasn't asleep. Still looks pretty exhausted. Mentions that, like, he had a very solid long sleep, so a second 8 hour isn't doing a whole lot because he couldn't sleep too much because you can only get the benefits of a long rest once per day. So it does not lose another exhaustion point. Sorry, Fire. But he got to rest for a while and relax, which was nice. With a fuzzy blanket and pillow. But yeah. Do you guys I mean, skipping ahead again. There is no encounter for today, so the day goes by. It is starting to get dark. You guys are starting to get tired. Again, there is still a decent amount of light because you guys left pretty early. Do you guys want to keep on going or just have an early night again?
I think we should keep on going.
All right. Well,
Yeah, let's keep going.
What do you guys think?
We still have light.
a little bit, yeah. Probably another couple hours. But it's getting a bit darker. Like, the sun is starting to set.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guess it is kind of autumn. So it would be getting kind of dark pretty earlier now. So I guess it would be getting pretty dark still, but it's up to you guys. You can still push if you'd like.
It's not super late. I think it would be fine. We can still push.
Okay. Then I would like everyone to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Go.
Shitty
And
that you would even ask us.
while you guys are deciding to push beyond the normal travel,
I got a
that
nat
was the option.
20.
Hey, well that's
I
great.
also got a natural 20.
Amazing.
Got it. 18.
What was it, a
Nice.
con? What save?
Con save,
save.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's a
I got
22.
a 6.
22.
Oh no. You do start to get a little exhausted. Atim, please will roll one for Amdrus.
Oh, right.
That's fire in chat. It's like, no, I didn't want this.
I have to.
Just roll it. Yeah. I mean, I can also do it too if you really want.
Oh, I didn't. I was gonna have my physical dice, and I just didn't put them out.
I mean,
It's
I
just
can-
+1.
I can roll. Well, I can roll it if you want.
I'll just roll a d20, and
Okay.
then I'll just add the +1.
Okay.
15.
15 makes it. He does not gain another point of exhaustion again, but he does start to complain a lot as you guys continue on. Amethyst is starting to get a little tired too, and he's just going, "Can we stop?"
Oh, right, yes.
I'm feeling pretty spry. I could keep going if you all.
Amethyst is wheezing.
Just
Oh,
like,
okay.
Leaning
think we
against-
might. We made
her
a
and
good push
Amdrus are
early,
leaning
though.
against each other, like as support.
I guess I could just fly, right? Would that still count as...
Probably not. How long can you fly? His fire is
40
very adamant.
minutes? Because I think
40
my
minutes.
flight is only 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, and you can do it 4 times.
Yeah. I can go for another 40 minutes and that's it.
I think it's fine.
So do you guys, do you want to go another 40 minutes?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh god. Okay, I'll knock
Okay.
them all off.
Alrighty then.
All right. You guys had for another 40 minutes till Amethyst cannot fly any longer. And fire. Amdrus is like 20 feet back, just dragging his feet, like, I don't want to be doing this. You guys don't need to make another one. It's not long enough for you guys to make another one. So you're good. You're good. But you made a little bit more progress. Do you guys continue to push, or do you set up camp?
I feel like Amdrus would already set up camp. Like, we would stop after I fly. He's like, all right, here we go. Puts up tiny hut and that's
Yeah,
it.
just starts casting it.
leaves.
And like
Yeah.
everyone's still walking. He's like, nope, I'm gonna camp here.
Amdrus is
Uh-huh.
making dinner. Y'all can starve.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Now he knows how I feel when I was all exhausted all the time and you guys kept fucking pushing. So suck it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was always you and Amdrus that was always exhausted, to be honest. All right. Well, with that, as you guys make a camp, who's doing first watch? And second and third?
I'll do first watch.
Not it.
No, yeah, I'll stay up for first watch as well.
I'll do second.
I'll do last.
All right, so Joel, Atim, Zephyr. Do you want Amdrus with you, Zephyr? Or
Sure.
just Amethyst?
I figured he'd go for the last one
Okay,
still.
I can go
Probably
with
would.
Zephyr. Amdrus can do the last watch.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was going to be whether
they're not
Zephyr
here.
or Amethyst wanted Amdrus
It's-
on there.
It's fine.
All right, have
He
the
can take the
person.
extra sleep. Doesn't he have exhaustion?
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, but
That's
he
why
also
I'm saying
rests for like half the day, so But yeah, you can totally just
If you wanted
just
to
want him to
sleep, you know.
Just didn't know if one of you guys
Right.
wanted advantage on your perception check during your check. That's all. That's all it is.
As
It's
an
a mechanical
exhausted
question.
person, I don't know how helpful that's gonna be.
Well, it would give the active person
Okay.
advantage.
Just it's like the health
Amethyst goes last. There you go. So if Amethyst, you still want to go last, you can go with Amdrus. It's up to you.
No, I'll hang out with Zephyr.
All right.
Ew. We'll make some more plant pots.
I
Oh,
thought you
yeah.
said ew, and I was like, wow.
No.
All right.
Never.
Never.
Amdrus sets up a tiny hut as he always does. Starts to make
Predictable.
some food. Yeah. And like he said, he doesn't make snacks for you guys today. Because you dragged him too far. Because I don't want to deal with his spell slots. I don't know what he would do.
Yeah, I don't...
So, Joel, Atim, as everyone hits the bed, what are you guys doing? Make perception checks, or one of you with advantage. It's up to you. What are y'all doing?
Are you going to do the perception check, Atim?
Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah, you can either
Give
do
me
one with
advantage.
advantage or both. Do one. Silence.
Are you rolling?
Oh, I mean, I thought you were rolling, but
Oh, okay. I thought I heard you rolling dice, and so I was like, am I doing it with advantage or not? That's
Oh
good.
no, I was just fidgeting with my dice.
Oh,
Sorry.
good, great. Natural 20.
Hey, what? Jesus, so many natural 20s right now. Okay, all right, get it, sure.
Rub it in.
I'm sorry, there was like 4 in a row. You got one earlier, right? For your
I don't remember. No, I just
sure early on you had
yeah.
got one, but
and then at time got like 3 nat ones.
Yep.
true. So he needs it.
Taking it for the team, guys. Taking it for the team.
All right. Well, what are you two doing?
Just hanging out, watching.
Staying in the bubble. Staying out of the bubble.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the bubble.
Okay. Joel, are you doing your thing?
Yeah, I am gonna do my thing.
I feel like I shouldn't have reminded you at this point, but that's fine.
95.
I'm always like so worried. The longer it takes, I'm like, it's just gonna be like a 10, and I'm just gonna be like, no.
No, okay. I'll probably. I think we'll probably be outside. Go off into like just a little area, not too far away from the group, but just
Sure.
away from the group enough.
Enough where they can't bug you about how the grass around you is dying. Yeah.
Yeah. And so then he'll probably just sit, look and watch as, like how the grass around him is dying. And think about everything that's happening. And think about how the reason he was left the reason he was left was because the town thought he was a bad omen, and then all this stuff is starting to happen now that he's like sort of been on this path to come back here, and he lost his smell, and sometimes his own spells for some reason hurt him. Certain elements seem to not react differently to when he encounters them. And so now he's starting to wonder, like, were they right? Were they correct? Like, what does it all mean? And he's kind of like somewhat sending up these questions again to his patron, being like, why and what's going on, and then he initially came here really to just question his mom about why did she leave him,
Mhm.
And all of that jazz. And then all of this other stuff happened. And so now he's like, well, am I misremembering everything that I've ever known? So yeah, he just has a lot of questions.
Okay. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
19.
19. As you kind of sit there and ponder about everything and everything's going through your head and trying to remember what you thought you knew about being, left, being an omen. And you just have that, like, you didn't realize until it happens, but that, like, whining and heaviness is there. And you didn't realize it was gone. That you had felt the whole time you were there. It kind of starts to come back, but you're able to shrug it off.
So like, yeah, okay. So he'll probably just sort of breathe a little bit easier to some degree. But he'll just sit, kind of just take in the night air. And eventually he'll make his way back to camp.
Okay. Joel, anything you're doing while Atium wanders out?
I think just kind of hanging out with Ray and keeping watch.
Okay. Well, surprisingly, on an Atium watch, all is quiet.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, you guys...
And nothing's happened.
Yeah, you guys have relatively quiet as everything was very chaotic. It's kind of nice to be out, even though you're following a relatively vague, but a direction now. With new knowledge, whether it really helps you or not. Eventually, you wake up Zephyr and Amethyst. Okay. Wake up both of them and head to bed yourself. And Zephyr, Amethyst, if you guys can make perception checks for me, one with advantage, or you can both make it. Up to you.
There'll be a lovely patch of Antaim shaped dead grass.
That's true.
I got an 11.
11. And Zephyr?
I got a 15.
15. Okay. What are you guys doing?
Well, we had mentioned we were probably just going to build more plant stuff.
This is true. And before we get there, I'm so sorry. Amethyst, can you make wisdom saving throw for me?
Sure. Wisdom saving throw. 14. Oh, I have advantage. I forgot.
You do have advantage.
15.
One more.
Hey,
Beautiful.
let's go.
All right.
That one more comes in handy.
As you are woken up, you know those moments when you wake up and you feel like the dream you had is like really fucking cool,
Yeah.
but as soon as you wake up, it just quickly is disappearing. You know?
Huh.
It feels like that. So you're having something really important, like a dream. It felt important, big, really cool. Potentially could like write a story on it, you know? Kind of that. And then when you were woken up, it's like as soon as you try to think back of it, it begins just disappearing. And the only thing you remember is Hatara's voice. Not even voice, just Hatara taking a deep breath in the wind of like an open valley and feeling light and free. That's all you can remember.
Interesting.
Now, what would you guys like to do?
Well, we had mentioned we wanted
Oh, yeah.
to build plant stuff.
I forgot already.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah. You guys just making plans?
I feel like, sorry, yawn. I feel like I would probably be casting like Druidcraft on like the landscape around and just making some more plants for us to use.
Yeah, you kind of walk out of that bubble and you just see like a trail of dead grass and then a spot. Kind of heads off. Just wilted grass where Atium would have walked out and sat for a while and walked back. Which you can like Druidcraft and kind of regrow a lot of it if you'd like.
He really just needs to stay on the dirt and like stop walking on the grass.
You're in a forest. There's a lot of grass everywhere.
Just fixing up everything.
Sometimes only flying ever, all the time.
I'm so glad we finally
Don't
remembered
touch the
this.
trees either.
Now that you're walking in a forest. Yeah,
It affects animals too.
it does. But no one knows that. It's fine.
No one knows that. It's fine.
Oh, we're gonna throw hands if she sees you do that.
You kill an animal, Amethyst will cry.
Should have said anything at him.
It's fine. It's fine.
Anyways, but you guys, anything else specific? Any conversations, or you just kind of hang out, make some flowers, talk about flowers?
I feel like Amethyst might take the risk and try to reach out to Hitara during this as well.
Okay. What do you say?
I'm gonna try and ask her about the dream.
Okay. There's
And I'll just be like, that was something that happened to you, wasn't it?
there's kind of like a sigh or like a breath before she talks. She just goes, I think so. I don't really remember. But I can breathe again.
Do you not remember your past?
Random moments, but it's all you've seen. It's all I've seen.
I feel like she's just gonna nod. She's not really gonna say anything back because she's conflicted in a lot of things right now.
Okay. The last thing you get after like a pause just says, careful of that one.
What one?
No reply.
I feel like Amethyst is just gonna be like visibly annoyed.
Just annoyed and
As-
looking around.
Annoyed and just like, you know, making these like plants or like, I don't know. She's like sitting there trying to make a flower crown or something. Now like the knots are getting a little bit too like tight. She's just
Okay.
grumpy.
Right.
This cryptic ass shit.
Yeah. Zephyr, as you've walked around kind of making flowers and regrowing the path that team killed, you look back and can see Amethyst kind of angrily tying this flower crown. And you notice something in the trees. A little glow, like a lantern or a candle glow off in the trees before it kind of goes behind a tree and disappears.
Okay. I think I will probably like stealthily back up and go back towards Amethyst.
Okay.
Just trying not to like step on any twigs or trip
Sure.
or anything.
Can you roll a d6 for me?
Why?
Just cause.
That's not your normal roll. 4?
4. Okay. You kind of Actually, make a stealth
Alright.
check for me. You said you stealthed back. You quietly go back.
That was the roll that I thought you were gonna have me do. 19.
19. Okay.
And I think once I make it back, I'm assuming you're still talking to Hatara.
Probably just
Right.
at the end where she's just like angrily
Okay.
tying this.
Yeah.
A little aggressive.
I'm gonna kind of whisper over and like try to get your attention as you're wrestling with this thing.
I'm gonna mind link with Zephyr
Okay.
and just be like, "What's wrong?"
I feel like she's gonna be stunned for a second, but I'm pretty sure I saw like a light in the distance. I think there's like a patrol maybe nearby.
It makes sense. They did say they would try to find us.
Maybe we should be careful about how much of this we do. Maybe we should head back.
And she'll nod and, yeah.
Amethyst.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can you roll a d8 for me?
I don't know, can I?
I don't know. Can you?
One.
1. Okay. What are you guys doing? Sorry.
Just securing ourselves in the tiny hut.
Okay. Make perception check, both of you.
23.
23 and Amethyst.
16.
Oh, what happened here? 16. Okay. As you guys are kind of sitting in this kind of dome, you both begin to notice that kind of like glow, like a little candlelight in the trees appears again, and then another one, and they both kind of disappear, and they almost seem to be getting closer to your little spot.
Are we still mind linked?
Yeah.
We should probably head back to the tent and stay in the tent.
I thought we were already.
Yeah, you guys are.
Oh, we are? Oh.
Yeah, once in it, kind of looking around.
Should we do something?
I feel like the best thing we can do is just staying here and hoping they don't poke too close.
Should we prepare anything in the meantime in case they do?
Well, I mean, if they come any closer, try to not be very friendly, I'll just blast them.
Yeah, I guess we can all do that.
All right. They're still a bit away, but they're there. And for the rest of your watch, as you guys continue to make your flower crowns or whatever you're making, ever so often you look, and you don't always see it. You can see another one appears, maybe 2, sometimes 3. But they never... Once in a while, they'll get a bit close. But they never get too close, if that makes sense. It's never close enough to see what it is. It's just this light in the dark of the trees. Eventually, you begin to get kind of tired. Your watch is coming to an end. Did you wake up Amdrus?
Yeah. And I'm gonna do something because I always fucking forget.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast guidance on him.
Sure. All right. I assume you tell him about the lights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fill him in that they're. It feels like they're getting close, but not enough that it'd be like they know we're here or it'd be of concern yet. So.
Okay. All right. Kind of waking up Amdrus. Amdrus
I
would
also
be
want
able
to give
to.
him an extra flower that we have. Just
Sure.
tuck it behind his ear.
All right. He's looking a little better. He will get the benefits of a long rest this time. Losing another point of exhaustion, which is great. Back to 1. It's been a while. And Atim, can you roll a perception check with a D4 for guidance? I think you're muted. Or you're just not talking right now, I don't
sorry.
know.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's okay.
He has a +9 and an extra D4 as well.
He does have disadvantage because he's exhausted still.
Oh, right.
It's 1 point of exhaustion. But yeah, D4 as well, yes.
Oh, so I'll just have to roll these twice. Okay, so it's a 13 plus 9, 22
Plus a D4.
plus a D4. 1, 25.
25. All right.
Sorry, 23. It was 22.
Oh, yes.
And I added 4 instead of the 1.
It's fine. I didn't catch it either. That's fine. All right.
But yeah, Amdrus stays in the tent because he has to.
Yes, he would have to, yeah. Okay. All right. I assume he kind of keeps watch. He would notice once in a while these as well. But eventually, before things drop, he begins to kind of cook breakfast, make some coffee. And by the end, you guys all begin to kind of wake up. Just as you can kind of smell the food and you guys are waking up, and you guys can all hit that long rest, losing any other points of exhaustion you may have had. And that the bubble will just kind of ripple away. I would like all of you to make a perception check.
Also, just as a note,
Mhm.
Amdrus says at the start of his watch that it's quiet. Too quiet. And then repeats that at the end.
Okay. All right.
He also says he waters down Joel's coffee.
All right.
Sorry, what are we rolling?
Perception check for everybody
11.
else other than Amdrus.
Right.
11, Zephyr.
12.
12, Amethyst. What do you mean?
7.
Nat
7.
20 for 26.
All right. And sorry, Zephyr, what was yours? I already forgot.
12.
For 26. Okay. That's important because they have a very, very good stealth. At team, as you guys are all waking up and getting food, you're the only one that notices a light suddenly appear. And from that light, before you get the chance, almost a zap of lightning. And for Amdrus, so look at his stats here, does a 17 hit.
Miss.
22 was not good. As the 17 misses. This is without his dual wielding bonus. So we'd have a
It's
less,
just
right?
the. Oh, I think it's probably yeah. His armor
But-
class is 15. He gets a dex bonus of 2, and so yes, I think it's at 18 because of the other thing.
For well, yeah.
So it would be 17. So that would just make it, right?
Yes, yeah, because he would not be wielding his stuff. So 17 just hits. Oh, fire. So yes, it hits. So he takes.
I'm marking this down.
7 points of lightning damage. I need everyone to roll initiative. Bright and early.
Ha! Nat 20.
Hey.
I also got a nat 20.
Oh my
Fuck
god,
it
what is
up.
happening? Where is
Fuck
my
it up.
dice? Oh, I'm stupid. I have it in my hand.
Where's my dice? Gripping it.
And sorry, I don't have a
I'm
map.
just gonna be adding.
So we're gonna have to do a little theater of the mind. I apologize for those that don't.
It'll work.
Looks
Well,
okay.
that's great, Fire, if you had seen it, but it got
Didn't,
a
you know.
26 on stealth. So, yeah, I think it was literally 26. Or that, or 25 or something like that. So 25 to 20. I should have my shit open. Hold on. Ooh. Oh, fuck, where's my pencil?
Level
25 to 20.
one is just
22. With a nat
22 with a nat 20. Amethyst, what is yours? with a nat
21 with a
20?
nat 20.
Okay. Well,
plus 4.
technically be going first, but you guys both get an extra action in the first round as the
Oh,
zap
sweet.
suddenly happens. You okay there, Pyro?
I'm rolling for Amdrus.
Oh, okay.
12.
Oh, disadvantage. I was like, why did you roll again? Got it. Thank you for remembering. 20 to 15?
17.
17. 15 to 10?
I got 14.
14.
And Amdrus got 12.
12. All right. The irony is I did not roll well on these initiatives at all. So all you bitches go and then all they go. A team and Amdrus. Beautiful. I should probably change the music. I'm so sorry. I'm out of practice. So as this light, and you would notice, Atim, you're the only one that caught it, but it seemed to appear out of thin air. This like globe of light. And as it zaps Amdrus and he yells, he like knocks over some of the coffee and food that he's making, and rushes to grab his weapons. Joel and Amethyst, you jump up immediately, and you look around, and those little lights, Amethyst, that you had seen, there's another one, but it's a brighter. It's about like a fist size that's just glowing, and it's starting to go brighter as if it's about to zap again. And you notice out of the trees, there are 2 more, and then 3 more appear. Joel and Amethyst, just out of thin air, they appear kind of in the dark early morning.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm gonna grab out, like, just grab Amethyst's arm real quick, like, oh my god, and cast Death Ward on her.
Oh, okay. As an
yeah.
action. What does that look
Yeah,
like?
as my first action, just like she's like surrounded now, like in this like light, golden aura almost. That's just like kind of
Like a
like
shimmer.
floating around her. Yeah, shimmering around her. So if you go to 0 HP, you'll immediately bounce back with 1. So that's my first action, and then my second action, I'm gonna cast Bless on everybody.
Okay, because Death Ward isn't concentration, right?
No, it's not
Okay.
concentration.
All right. So that's a 3rd
Yeah.
level bless with concentration.
Well, I'm not blessing myself, so it's,
Oh, okay.
it would
Second
just be a
level?
second level bless. Yeah.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna cast my spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon. Okay. So you cast that one. So there's that one that's next to fire. There's 3 kind of surrounding the rest of you, and what looks like 2 in the like beyond the trees that you can see.
Do they all kind of look like they're similar, or does one
They
look
all
like kind of more of a badass than the others?
No, they all just seem to have these glow. They all have like slightly different tinges of like greens to yellows to oranges. Or not even oranges, but like greens to yellows. But none
I'll
of
just
them
cast
seem
it to the closest one to
Okay.
me,
Okay.
to all of us. Yeah.
Sure. So
And
yeah. You can attack the one either
I will
next to
attack
Amdrus, which would be kind of in the middle of everybody, or the one that's kind of just off the side to you.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I'll do the one that's close to Amdrus.
Okay. Make a look, John. Just no. Make an attack roll.
What did they look? They were creatures or what?
They're glowing orbs of light.
Oh, okay.
26.
26 will hit. Surprisingly.
7
what do you mean?
damage.
7 you
That'd
said?
be sarcasm.
7, yeah.
And it is not. This is force damage, right? Cool. It is not resistant to force damage.
Yes, it is force.
I should probably write its health. Shit. Beautiful. I already forgot the damage. What was the damage?
7.
Okay. Beautiful. That is Joel's turn. Amethyst. You can either hold on to that action, or if you want to use it right away.
No, I'll use it.
And you get a D4 on my bless, by the way.
Oh.
Just saying.
Bless.
Hashtag bless.
Yeah.
Hashtag-
I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast the fuck out of these things.
Sure. Which ones? Because you get 2.
I guess whichever one I see the like best.
Okay. Yeah,
Like,
because
have the clearest view.
there's kind of the one that, I mean, it's kind of close, but it would still. I mean, you guys might be within range, like physical, like 5 feet of the one that attacked Amdrus. If you guys were all pretty close, so there's 2 other ones that are fairly close, but they wouldn't be in range, or like melee range, so you wouldn't have disadvantage on it.
Okay, yeah. I'll go hit one of those. Watch out. 21.
21.
Yeah.
Okay.
To hit.
Oh, that hits. Yeah.
Okay. That was starting to worry me how long you were taking.
That just hits.
8. Oh,
Beautiful.
sorry, that's 8 plus 4.
Plus 4, yeah, so 12.
12.
Force. They are not resistant to force. Oh,
23
that's
to hit.
23. That one, yeah, that hits. You're attacking 2 different ones or the same one? I should ask.
I'll attack the same one.
Okay.
That's another 8.
8 to hit? Or 8 damage, yeah?
No, 8 damage.
Okay.
Still
Still
then I guess yeah, and then because natural 20, I get more attacks.
Yeah, if you want to use another action to blast off 2 more. Or do something else, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'll cast
Oh, I
Spike
can't.
Growth.
They are flying.
Oh, never
Just
mind.
letting
then.
you know.
I thought they would be. Yeah, okay, I'll just keep hitting them with Eldritch Blast then.
Okay.
Orbs of light.
They are orbs of light, yes. Do they appear elvish or fey in nature? You don't know.
13.
13 misses.
Alright, and my last one.
You're attacking the same one, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
24.
24 does indeed hit.
And that will be 10 damage.
10 is enough. So as 2 blasts it, it kind of flickers, but it's still there, and it fires off, and you can see almost as quick as lightning, it like zips out of the way, and then but you're able to hit it with the other one, almost like jumps into the second hit by accident, and it just disperses, killing one of these orbs of light. just
Cool.
vanishes into like some dust or sparkles. Do you want to move it all? Also have a bonus action. I think you're muted there.
Sorry, yeah, I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay.
But I guess it's only. Yeah, never mind. That'll be what I do.
Cool. Zephyr, and then Atim, and then Amdrus. So get ready, Atim, for two turns. Zephyr.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt.
Firebolts. So one of them is destroyed that's kind of surrounding you. There's still two, and then there's one kind of in the middle. You shoot in one of the ones on the outside, or you step in away from the one that's in the middle. I assumed you guys were all kind of going towards Amdrus to
Yeah.
get food and stuff.
Probably step a little bit away from the one that's in the middle, but I'll probably shoot like probably one of the ones on the sides.
Okay. If you step out, you will get an attack opportunity. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So as you're stepping out, you don't see it like turn or anything. That like as it's starting to glow as if it's charging up, it suddenly shoots like a lightning bolt at you, like discharges that light towards you. Ooh, I don't think that's gonna hit. That's a 15, 14. No,
That's-
I'm stupid. 15. Oh my god, 15 was correct. I am so dumb.
Okay, no, 15 doesn't hit.
I was like -1. No, I was right, and then I +1 for an idiot. Okay, so as it kind of shocks you, like, or jumps out, and you can just feel the like static in the air as it shoots kind of by your head, and then yeah, roll to hit.
18 to hit.
18 misses. So as you fire it off, it just zips like in a circle, like around as it just fires off into the trees. Not burning anything, but anything else you'd like to do? Any bonus action?
Can you remind me, because I know we did it on a different character, but was summoning Zindig
Still in action.
bonus action? Still in action.
Still in
Okay,
action,
that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's Zadricles. That would be a bonus action.
Yeah, that'll be it.
All right, Atim, and then Amdrus.
Cool. We are the one that fired initially at the very
Mhm.
beginning. The one that I saw, is that the one in the center?
Yes.
Cool. And then how far are the ones out on the sides?
They're about like 10 feet, kind of surrounded. Well, two of them would kind of be flanking the group in it, and then there's
Oh, I
like,
see.
what you would have
10
seen
feet out
two more
from
the group. Yeah.
the group. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. We are going to twin mind sliver the two on the ends.
Ooh.
Intelligence
okay.
save.
Intelligence saves. Okay, they're kind of intelligent.
Gross.
Which I probably should have done this smarter then if I noticed how intelligent they are, but that's fine. One got a 21,
Fuck you.
and
Okay.
the other one got a 6.
Okay, so the one that got a 6 will take 9 psychic damage,
9. And psychic they're not resistant to.
and they have to subtract a D4 from the next saving throw that it has to make.
Right. Okay. Anything else? Next save?
That'll be
That's what
the
it
next
is?
save.
Save,
Yes,
okay.
save,
Not attack. Okay.
not attack.
Do you move it all?
And then no, I'm gonna stay right here,
Mm.
and then that is my turn.
Okay.
Yeah,
Amdrus.
Amdrus. What did Amdrus want to do?
Amdrus said he is going to yell at
Hypnotic.
everybody. What is the cube of
Cover your
hypnotic?
eyes, and then he's gonna cast hypnotic pattern.
Yeah. What's the cube of hypnotic pattern?
Hypnotic pattern. It is a 30-foot cube.
30 foot. So he could hit all three that are close by pretty easily. But that would hit everybody else too. Or he can kind of aim and hit one that's would be in the trees and then one that's out. Wouldn't be able to hit more than 3 unless he hit everybody else too.
So the two, like one in the center and
then one in the trees. Yeah, you could probably hit both of them.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll do that.
Okay, so that is
Shield
wisdom
your
saving
eyes.
throw?
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw, right?
Yes, wisdom.
Let me double check a thing. Cool. Yes, any creature that right. But as you kind of cast it off into the trees, you have no idea if it takes effect because they're little orbs of light, and you can't tell. They don't look any more dazed or not as they did before. So
That's fair.
I guess it's a concentration spell, or no?
Yes.
I would say then that he would feel it and not take a hold on anything, as they are immune to being charmed. Then, because there would be no concentration to behold. It would just kind of dissipate.
All right.
That's his action. Anything else he's doing?
I will mark that down there. I can use that.
I assume he's not moving. Pyro?
Doesn't think so. I
Okay.
don't think so.
Yeah. So Amdrus would say that they're immune
Oh.
to being charmed.
They can't be charmed.
Yeah.
Sorry,
All right. It is now all of their turns. So the one next to Amdrus is going to kind of turn. Well, you can't tell it turned, but it begins to glow, and it's going to shoot a little lightning bolt at Joel because it was the last one that hit it. Oh god, that is cocked. Oh god, I can't roll well. That's a 14.
No, sorry.
Dang it. The other two are gonna float up towards.
Little bastards.
Can we not? I forgot this was in. I meant to take this out of the playlist. Sorry. Moving on. Thank you. One is going to go towards Zephyr. One of them is going to go towards Joel. We're looking for Amethyst. Amethyst does have a glow on them. They're gonna go for Joel. Zephyr, that is going to be a 21 to hit.
21, yeah.
21, yeah. And Joel, that is going to be a 23 to hit.
Yeah, those both hit.
So, Zephyr, you take 10 points of lightning damage as you are zapped.
Half that to 5 with my dampen elements.
Half to 5. And then you take 5 also there, Joel. As they just zap out. And then you'll see the other two in the trees disappear. Just vanish. And then another one appear kind of close to Amdrus again, and is going to zap Amdrus, just kind of out of the blue, which is a 19 to hit Amdrus, which at this point I assume he would cast and then draw his weapon. So
It still hits.
yeah. So that is going to be 8 points of lightning damage, and we're back to the top. Joel and Amethyst on deck. What time is it? Okay.
Okay. Well, I am going to cast Aid on everybody.
Okay. It's up to 3 people, right?
3 people. So I'm going to go for the A team.
Okay.
Amdrus, Ataim, and Amethyst. And they will all get 20
Oh,
hit
shit.
points. Yeah, I'm casting it at 5th level. I'll give an F. They'll get 20 temporary hit points for the next 8 hours.
All right.
Okay.
You know, I don't 8, I don't think it's temporary hit points. I think it's actual hit points.
It's a boost to your maximum.
Oh yeah, it's a
Yes.
hit point maximum.
Yeah,
I'm
so you
sorry,
can-
a 20 hit point maximum boost.
Yeah.
And then for my bonus action, I'll just attack whatever wisp is closest to my.
Yeah, it's still the same one.
My spiritual weapon.
Yeah, the same one that
Okay.
was attacking you. Just rolled a hit.
So 18 on the dice plus 8. Okay, so
That's gonna hit.
20. Yeah, 26.
No way.
Wait.
And then Amethyst.
Yeah.
Only
Uh,
5 force damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Amethyst and then Zephyr on deck.
Cool. Is there still some that are far away from where I'm at? Like,
There would be. Yes, because there'd be one at Zephyr, which
cool.
I imagined you on the opposite side of Zephyr. So this is in my head. I would say yes. There's still
okay,
that one.
cool. I will Eldritch Blast that one.
Do it to it. Roll to hit.
25.
25 hits.
10 altogether. Second attack is a 16.
That misses.
Okay.
But 10 is good. All right. Any bonus action movement?
No, I
Okay.
will just stay where I'm at.
Zephyr and then Atim's on deck. So you have
Okay.
one on you. There's 2 on Amdrus and 1 on Joel.
Yeah, I think. I guess just the one that's on me. Well, are they kind of like spread out, or do you think I could like move around this one, still staying close by, and try to see if I can do like a breath weapon line? Are
I'd
they
say yeah.
close enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 of them
They're
are kind
close
of
enough
like.
that-
I didn't think about this, but 2 of them would be kind of flanking Amdrus. Unless you want to hit Amdrus, you could hit 2 of them for sure. And I didn't roll. Well, I didn't roll with advantage, so maybe they aren't. We'll say yeah, you could do it.
Without hitting him, just.
Yeah, I'll say like you can just skirt by him and like
Okay.
they're like corner to him and just hit them both. I didn't do
Okay,
with
cool.
advantage, so we'll make
Just
it
like-
I'll
quicker.
just. I'm gonna do the
Singe
breath
the
weapon.
Yeah. And that's a deck
So-
save.
Yes.
Okay. Be very good decks.
the emanating heat will just sort of.
One got a 1, so that's good. One of them got a 27. The other one was a 26.
Okay.
But one of them failed with a 1, so they'll.
We'll take half at least.
Yeah.
Where's my other one? Right, this is where I need my fucking D10s. Cool. Whatever.
Oh yeah, right. The one time. Oh no.
Okay. I have a 3 and a 0/0. Is that
So that's 10.
13?
That would be 10. Yeah.
13 points?
13. Half because they're resistant to fire. Sorry.
Okay.
But now you know. So that's this one. This one. And it would be this one. Okay. You can see 2 of them are kind of flickering a little bit. They look like they're getting weak. That's your action. Anything else you'd want to do? I believe. Never mind. Okay. Atium and then Amdrus. What are you doing?
You said there's one by Zephyr and one by Joel.
Yes.
Perfect. I will just target each of those with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
We'll do Zephyr's first.
Okay.
That is a 16.
16 misses.
Perfect. Well, then we're just going to continue and just stay with that one.
Stay with that one? Okay.
Yep.
That's one of the
That
ones
was
that
that
are-
one. Love that
Oh,
for
no.
me.
Okay, roll percentile. Ooh.
Fuck. That rolled for so long. 29.
29.
Seems a little low.
So as you kind of fire off, one misses, trying not to hit Zephyr. The other one, it almost seems to shock, like send a little like lightning bolt that like disrupts your Eldritch Blast and almost like makes it like implode all the way back into you, and you go flying back. You're knocked prone, and you go flying back 2 squares and drop on the ground. It's called a knockback.
We're having a moment today.
You
I'll tell you,
are,
go,
as the grass
"Whee!"
begins to die as you land on the ground.
Fucking hate it all.
But you can use half your movement to get up and not be prone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Any bonus actions?
Cool.
Sorry.
Shit. Okay. Yeah, we will spend. Fuck, what is it? I should know this by now.
Quicken spell?
Cooking, yeah.
Yeah, it's 2.
It's just 2, right? Yeah. Oh, that's what I got mixed up. I spent 2 for twin because it was a cantrip, so it's only 1. And so that's why I was like, I know they're different. But yeah, it's perfect. I'm still spending the same amount. Yeah, we'll just quicken another
Eldritch
blast.
Blast. Same one?
Yep.
Okay.
The dice are fucking with me today. 10. And I think that's a 5. Yeah, 13.
Yeah. Okay.
Love it today.
Okay.
Love it today.
Both miss. Amdrus. What is Amdrus doing?
Cool.
Remember, you are
what was this?
blessed. I mean, those aren't close enough for the blessed to work, but
Yeah.
you do get
Oh,
to add a D4
That
stuff.
it doesn't. You don't have to be. It's just when you cast it, you have to be in that range. Then it's fine. They can be as far as you want.
Yeah.
So you would have a D4 on those. But a D4, a 4 would not help either of those. You would still miss.
Yeah, that's what I was-
Right, yeah, that's what you're saying.
If that's what you meant, maybe then sorry.
Yeah, that's
Sorry, misunderstood. Amdrus.
perfect. All right, Amdrus. What does Amdrus usually do? Hammer, then Crescent Star?
Yeah. There's 2 on him.
Perfect. Hammer the main one, and then Star the other one.
Okay.
Alright, so the +8 on both. Perfect. Are these at... He's only at level... He's only at 1, so he's fine.
Yeah.
Beautiful, that's a 19 + 8.
That's gonna hit.
Uh-huh, so that's with the hammer.
The
That's
D8.
1d8, d8 + 4. Max.
Oh
So
shit.
it's 12.
You're rolling for Amdrus, but you can't roll
I'm
for
rolling
yourself.
fine for Amdrus.
So as,
having a
as the
crisis.
hammer comes down, it just scatters this little light into little sparkles, and it disappears. So there's one more behind him. He wants to turn around and use. He still has 2 more attacks. If you want to use your bonus action to attack as well.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So Crescent, Star, and then another hammer swing.
Yeah.
All right. Crescent Star is only a 15.
That misses.
Oh. Does he have a D4 as well? I think everyone does. Right?
The A team, yeah, the A team all
Yes.
has the D4.
17?
17 misses.
Okay.
So one more attack with the D4.
Alrighty. Ooh, that's not gonna hit. That's a 4
Okay.
on the die.
As it's just kind of zipping around his blades. It's a tiny little ball that
Still, you
moves-
bloody.
Yeah. It will zap. One going for Joel, one going for Zephyr, and one going for. There's just 3 left now. So Zephyr, 19 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. Amdrus is 15 to hit, which I think misses.
Misses.
And Joel is 19 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. So Zephyr. Oof. That is 12 points of lightning damage.
Halved.
After 6, okay.
Oh my goodness, you keep halving this.
And then 3
I
to
got
you,
you,
Joel.
girl.
I'm rolling lower on you, so it works that you use your reaction right. Beautiful. They are all kind of flickering. Joel, what are you doing?
I would like to. There's 2 near Amdrus, right?
Just one now.
Just one.
Oh, just one
We
now.
killed one.
And there's one near me, and then there's
One near.
Just my mic.
Zephyr.
Sorry.
Zephyr.
where's the third one? Near Zephyr.
Zephyr.
All right, I'd like to shoot a guiding bolt at the one next to Zephyr.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I'm gonna do it at 3rd level.
Oh shit.
Get away from my friend.
Joe woke up today and said he's not playing no games.
A dirty 20.
Dirty
the watered
20
down coffee.
just hits.
19 radiant damage. I think it's radiant damage. isn't it?
19 will obliterate this bitch. All right.
I see low health.
As you just like send a little sun at it, it just like you almost just see it like a bigger light orb just engulf and then just dissipate into like beautiful lights.
Perfect. And then my
Nothing
bonus action, I will have the spiritual weapon attack the one that's closest to me.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I don't think that's gonna hit. That's only 16.
No, sorry.
All right. And that's my turn.
Okay. Amethyst, there are 2 left.
Cool. I'm going to Eldritch Blast them.
Right.
$23.
23 hits.
12 plus 4 is 16.
That will kill that one as the one next to Joel just like scatters. There's one left.
Perfect. I will hit it.
Thanks, friend.
Comes
26.
26 hits. Here we go. Leave it to Amethyst just to obliterate everything.
That was only a 6, though.
Well, it had 4 hit points.
Perfect.
They were so close to dying, and all you guys were just missing. As these 2 kind of blast and just disappear, dissipate all of them. You kind of look around to see if there's any more, and there isn't any more in kind of the dark morning that you notice. And with that, as you guys all take a breath, going off into the next day, I would like 2 things from you guys first before we end today's session. First of all, I need a D10 and a D8.
I can do the 10.
I'll do the 8.
Okay.
I got a 5 on the 10.
5.
I got a 1 on the 8.
5 on the 10, 1 on the 8. All right. As you guys have your breakfast and are able to get ready and reminisce on what's to come and everything that has happened in the last week, basically, I'm gonna level you guys up.
Oh,
What?
shit.
You didn't quite do what I wanted,
didn't
but
expect that.
I should have leveled you up probably after Joel's because I kind of wanted to, but it was early. So I figured, fuck it. You dealt with the crazy shit that I was doing last session. You guys deserve a level up.
Yay.
Whoa.
I know it's a little awkward, but that's fine. Plus, I'm only slightly afraid for your guys' lives. Anywho, so, because I know, Penguin, you gotta go. Because that last round dragged on. I'm assuming you're going level 11 Druid, right?
Yeah.
Could you roll me a D8 for your hit points?
What am I doing?
I don't know. That's a good point.
7.
7.
thought
Oh,
of it.
shit. Okay.
Hold on.
Joel, I assume cleric.
Cleric.
Okay.
Where's? God.
It's a D8, isn't it?
It's a D8, yeah.
Here it
I
goes.
got 6.
6. Amethyst, I assume Warlock. D8.
You. Hold on.
6.
Hey.
Sorcerer.
Amdrus, I will wait for you to roll your own. I won't roll this. And Atium, do you know what you're gonna go?
Sorcerer.
Sorcerer. Okay, so D6.
Y'all, not to alarm you, but my HP is now 69.
Ayo.
I'm
look.
at 94.
As a just a capstone of today, I rolled a nat 1.
Good thing you can reroll one, so you can reroll
Good
that.
thing.
Hopefully you don't get another one.
Oh, 6.
Ah, there we go. Wow,
Get it.
3 6s. Oh god, 3 6s. Oh,
hey.
no.
3 6s,
Oh.
169. It's fine.
It's fine. And yeah, as you guys leave Rosefall, the mystery's behind, and a mystery ahead, I guess, because you guys don't really know what you're getting into yourself, but that's fine. We're gonna leave it there.
I lied. I'm at 71 now. I forgot to press the level up.
Oh, dang it. You can reduce your hit points, it's fine.
Reduce. Reuse, recycle.
Yeah. Anywho, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And we'll see you guys next Monday with hopefully a fire that isn't somewhere in the world.
The whale's
Blazing.
vagina.
Yeah, in the whale's vagina, right. Amethyst looks very shocked. Have a wonderful night. Bye.
Bye.